Okay,
Hey
so
Kamal.
hi, Aswin.
So how are you, Kamal?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
And I'm doing great. So yes, so you came up for the case study for a product GoZen Forms.ai.
Yeah.
So we can start a case study now. So let me shoot out my questions to you.
Okay.
Just Kamal, tell me about your company and your company goals as well.
Exactly. Like currently, I'm working with the non-profit organizations called Idea Hub Nepal, and the company is working in the diversified field. Like we work for the children educations, environmental, like sustainable resources, like in the field of animal welfare, and even in the different environmental causes as well. And thirdly, we are also working to empower the youth because we give the skills training, and once the skills is provided, then the youth are ready for the markets up, because we are working with the different like organizations, and the different organizations, they provide the fund to us, and even from that fund we provided the scholarship to the children of the rural areas, because the rural areas is to like the children, they can't afford for the education. So usually we facilitated on the different areas, and it is the overview of my industry, like where I usually work.
Oh,
So
that's great.
this is the part-time, like I have a team of 10 persons who work like directly with this company, but beside this we do have own portfolio, but this is the place where we contribute our pocket money and want to contribute something to the
That's
organization.
great. That's great. That's great. So it's like it's such a huge initiative. Like all the best also for you.
Thank you, Aspi.
So what all the solutions did you use before using GoZen Forms, and what was your results?
Okay, so like basically till the date, the most easiest thing in the market is Google Form. And the demerits of using Google Form is like everything comes in a single page. And if we like create the section, also the people feel difficulties in filling the form. I don't know, because sometimes it automatically translates to the local language. So the people, they sometimes need to use the English language. So, and even there is like less customization feature, so it is creating a lot of problem for us, because we need to share the link or the research form for the different research purposes, and even sometimes voluntary applications. So we are facing a lot of issues with Google Form. Just want to rebrand all the forms on our own domain, as well as and want to customize the form in a chat format, because nowadays the people, they prefer to have a conversations like of the form, so it will be easier, and even there is a high probability of getting more responses using the like chat based forms. So I was surfing the internet and I found GoZen is somehow similar to the chat based, because we single questions come on a single screen, and they can type the response, and if they press enter, then the next response like questions will come. So I think it will increase the chance of getting more responses which we want. So exactly, previously we were using the Google Form, and the main reason for switching to GoZen like is the features that GoZen is providing, and which other system they lacks.
That's well and good. I appreciate that. So what made GoZen Forms to stand out from other forms?
Yeah, as I have mentioned you earlier, like in other type of form, like it is a traditional type of form. Every questions come in a single page, so it is tedious for persons to drag the form and key in all the details. But if the questions will come page by page basis, and once the response is filled, if the next questions will come even with the progress bar, then it will be easier for persons to fill the form, and they will have idea like how much response they need to key in. So basically, in terms of the response, in terms of the like design, in terms of user interface, I think GoZen stands alone out of the other provider. So my choice of like selecting the GoZen form is because of the different features that GoZen is providing and other providers are not.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So while started using GoZen Forms, what was the specific goals?
Okay, so is like being in a non-profit, Sector means we got fund from different organizations and we need to give them the monthly report and the survey outcome, like what is the outcome of the programs that we have carried out. Means we need to do the field survey, even we need to onboard the volunteers, even we need to do the registrations of the different companies. So basically the use of GoZen Form to us means collecting of the survey responses of the events that we will conduct, collecting of the leads for the upcoming events that we will conduct, and even we conduct a different training program for the youth empowerment program, which is also fully funded. And even this is a part of our own initiatives, which is the training is provided for free of each of the individual. Means we need to get the leads to conduct the training, and once the training is conducted we need the response, what they have learned and how they are doing, because we need to provide those reports to our donors, because they need some output from our side. So basically the use of GoZen will be on the collection of the volunteers informations, doing research survey, because we need to prepare the reports based on the activities we had done, and it is fully research based. And so the main purpose of using GoZen will be on the research area mostly, and even collecting of the data from the volunteer side might be the, if we are leading any events, then we will be using to collect the data for the events purposes.
That's great. That's great, actually. So, how did GoZen Forms help you to achieve your targets?
Okay, basically talking about the traditional form, like I have seen the users, when I send the email, I need to chase up have you filled the form? And I'll get reply saying that the form is too long and I won't get response. And the another thing is they need to keep scrolling the forms, and it is very difficult to get the response in a timely manner. So by using GoZen, I believe that is the design interface is good, and even the rest they can just provide us the responses in a chat format. I think they will be they will be filling the form. And I'm not aware whether this features is available on GoZen or not. If the persons they left the responses in between, they can resume the previous responses
I
where
hope
they have.
it's available. It's available. I'll ask Praveen to assist you regarding it. Okay.
Okay, so if it is, it means it will be useful to get the incomplete responses, and we can send them the reminder to complete those forms. It means it will be easier for us to get more responses as well. Even if it's incomplete, also it is, if we have some leads, then we can follow up them to complete the lead. So it is overall, I think it will be more beneficial for us. But if we are considering Google Forms, and if it is not submitted, and if it is in a draft mode, then even we don't get the responses. So absolutely, using the GoZen form will be moreover increase our productivity as well.
Okay, that's great. So, can you just share any specific data after using GoZen Forms? I have done this. I got this huge response like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a discussion with Praveen as well, and anytime the data responses and reports, if you want from my side any report, then I'm happy to share those responses, how exactly reports look like. Because being in this industry, we need the support from the companies like you, and if you support, then we will grow. And even from our side, it is my responsibility to promote your product as well. So I'm happy to, I have told Probin that if he needs anything from my side, what I can do is I can review the product based on my user experience, and even I can provide the product improvement feedback suggestions from my experience. Because even yesterday I was asking Praveen, is there anything like matrix input data field, I just need data to be entered, serial number, particular something, and a row, column 1, column 2. And if there will be this, one of the row will be dummy data, and if there is an options called add row, then they can key in all the data by themselves. If there is something feature like that, it will be easy. Yeah. And this function is hard to find. Only there is one product which provide offer these features, but this product is like around, I need to pay like $98 per month, and it is hard for us to afford. So exactly, even I will be there to like give you the product suggestions as well. So I'm happy like how I can help GoZen to reach wider audience as well as to improve the product.
Okay. Would you recommend GoZen to other businesses? Like,
Absolutely. Like I'm in connection with like different organizations as well. So like if anyone asks me who is product you are using and what will be the best solutions, then definitely I will recommend. And even I have like, if you want me to like put your logo on our website mentioning somewhere supported by GoZen, then I'm happy to do that as well.
that's,
So
that's so
I'm
kind of
open,
you, man.
I'm open for that partnership.
Okay. So the last question is like, out of five, how would you rate GoZen? How much you rate GoZen out of five?
Like basically rating a product is basically rating a support, I
Mhm.
believe. Because if a product is like high class and the support is like low, then I probably won't use that software, because in at some point of time I will have definitely have problem. And if I can't reach the tech team, then it is difficult to figure it out. So I will rate goes in at 5 out of 5, because I have communicated with Praveen 3 or 4 times, and he has responded my text every time. And even you were trying to call me on my Nepalese number, means like you are providing your full effort to reach to the customer and try to solve the issues. Means like I feel Gozen is trying their best to satisfy the customer requirements. Means I'll rate 5 out of 5 in terms of the support, and product wise, feature wise, I think Gozen is best one.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's it from our case study. I'll end the meeting now. Thank you.
Thank you, Aswin.